Hello everyone. Today we'll explain how to install the Water Perfect system for hard water. This is a special system if you have customers in areas with particularly hard water, meaning it's high in minerals, mainly calcium and magnesium, where there's excessive mineralization and we need to reduce minerals before making it drinkable. This system could be ideal. It's also useful in areas with specific contaminants like lead, cadmium, arsenic, or others. If we know there are serious specific issues, we can use this technology too. First, I'll explain what the customer will receive, the equipment you'll install, and how it comes. They'll get a water tank. In this case, we have a 6-liter tank here, but the one arriving in Mexico is typically a smaller tank. It's not metal, but plastic, and holds 3 liters. The Water Perfect system will arrive ready with various attachments for hard water. It'll come with a hose, a gooseneck faucet, and a clamp. The clamp is for connecting the drain. A key for connecting will also be included. This is the first we'll use. Cold water to the system. We'll need 3 tools: an adjustable wrench, a utility knife, and a screwdriver. These 3 tools are all you need to install the system. This is how we'll receive the equipment. It comes with 5 components: the pre-filter, advanced filtration, purification, mineralization, and the hydrogen chamber. In this case, I'll remove the cartridges. At the back, we have the hard water adaptation. Water enters this 4-way valve here, coming from the main cold water intake. As it passes through, we see it enter cartridge 1 at the head of cartridge 1, where it's filtered. In cartridge 2, we have advanced filtration to kill bacteria, and in cartridge 3, the membrane reduces and eliminates viruses. Then the water passes back through the 4-way valve, going through this gray piece, which might be white in Mexico. It's a check valve, preventing water from flowing back. Once it returns through the 4-way valve, it exits to this T and from here to the tank. To install it under the sink, visualize where the cold water is. Remember, these units must always connect to the cold water line. Once you've located the cold water valve, it's usually on the back wall, above which is the sink. The cabinet under the sink will have a wall on the left side and another on the right side. Preferably, place the unit on the left side for easier cartridge changes with your right hand. For demonstration, we'll install it on this wooden panel so you can see how it works. It's important to place 2 anchors 21.5 centimeters apart. On the back of the unit, there's a bracket ready for hanging the equipment. Therefore, we can directly proceed to mount the equipment, where both screws fit perfectly and the unit is securely hung. Now that we've hung the equipment, we'll install the valve that diverts water to the unit. This is just a demonstration. This hose doesn't actually connect to any mixer tap. What we need to do is shut off the water supply with a special wrench, then loosen and remove the hose. Position this valve with its washer. It's crucial not to lose the washer. With the washer in place, fit it onto the valve and tighten. Once hand tight, give it an extra turn or 2 with a wrench for a secure fit. Give it 2 full turns to ensure this valve is tightly secured, and we won't have any leaks in this position. We can connect the hose to the top of the valve. The hose usually has its own seal, and at this point, the installation of the valve that will divert cold water to the unit is complete. Again, give it 1 or 2 more turns with the wrench, ensuring it's fixed. This position is the closed position. Here we'll connect the hose that will now carry water to the unit. Your unit comes with plenty of hose, in this case 2.5 meters. I've already pre-cut mine, so we won't be using that one. The first connection is from the valve we just installed. If you've opened the main water valve, keep this one closed. This is open, this is closed. Install and connect the fitting securely, always ensuring it's fully inserted to the bottom. Remember, these can be tricky. If not fitted perfectly, leaks may occur. Let's take a look. You might think it's fully inserted, but there's still about 1 centimeter to go. We've now completed the first part of the connection. The second part connects the T to the tank. Insert the hose properly and connect it to the tank. The tank can remain in the closed position for now. The third hose we'll connect is the drain hose. The drain comes prepared with its flow restrictor. Connect the hose and route it to the drain clamp we installed. It has a hole with a quick connector for direct drainage. Remember, install this above the water line as shown in the image. Once connected, tighten the nuts and screws well so it fits snugly with the gasket, seals perfectly, and the drain will enter like this. Don't overlook this. Leave about 2 centimeters so water drains properly, but don't insert the hose too far as food residue might get stuck. Now we'll install the gooseneck faucet. The gooseneck faucet has several parts, so it's important to assemble it carefully. Identify your sink material. If it's granite or marble, it's crucial to use special drill bits for those materials, as using the wrong type could crack it, which can be very expensive. The hole size is 5/8. Among the faucet parts is a chrome washer, a protective rubber closing nut, and safety washer. On top, you'll see just the chrome washer with its rubber protection. Insert it where you drilled the hole in the kitchen. On the bottom, place the safety washer and the nut. Let's tighten it. Remember, you might be in an awkward position under the sink. Raise it fully. Once at the top, use the small tabs to hand tighten it securely, ensuring it's firm on top. Below, if you don't have the new fittings with metal quick connectors yet, use this adapter for quick connections. The final connection we'll make is from the output to cartridge number 5. Ensure it's correct up to the gooseneck faucet. Done. Now, open the stopcock. Check that water flows to the 4-way valve, reaching the first head, where water won't flow yet, as all heads have inlet and outlet valves. We insert cartridge number 1 for advanced filtration. When placing cartridges, remember their quarter turn. Insert label side first, then rotate. This is the reverse osmosis cartridge. Add minerals, activate hydrogen, and let water permeate. As water permeates, open the tank to fill cartridges. Fully rinse the first tank when full, about 30 minutes. Flush through the gooseneck tap to remove carbon residue and any rubber taste. Rinse once or twice after 30 minutes. Now let's see how to install the pump. The pump consists of 3 parts. It includes a current illuminator with a connecting cable. It has a water pressure sensor and the pump itself. Parts are separate, but male and female connectors prevent mistakes. The male end goes into the pressure sensor's female connector. Make sure it's fully inserted until you feel it click. The female end connects to the male part from the pressure sensor. There's a small bump that helps ensure it stays closed. What's next? We close and depressurize, shutting the tank first to stop water flow. After depressurizing, when there's no water pressure in the tank. Anyway, grab a cloth to place underneath in case of drips. We cut this hose, which leads to the equipment's inlet. Make sure this is closed. Place the cloth underneath. We cut the hose. A few drops might come out. We also cut this hose, which carries water from cartridge 5. Here we have some pressure. Cartridge 5 leads to the gooseneck faucet. Use 4 screws to mount the pump on the right side of the unit. Connect the water inlet to the pump inlet. The inlet is on the right side. You can see arrows up here. It's crucial to follow the water flow. Connect it securely, then attach the outlet to cartridge 1's inlet. Place the pressure sensor on top, ensuring it's fully inserted. Both the pump and flow sensor come with safety clips. Use them here to prevent the hose from accidentally coming loose. Down here, we quickly attach these 2 as well to ensure the hose stays securely in place. Done. Lastly, plug in the pump and feel it working with your hand. Ensure water's flowing to the pump, then pressurize it to the 4-way valve. We'll do this for cartridges 1, 2, and 3. Now back to the check valve. Then to the 4-way valve, which helps close the drain once the tank's full. Next we go to the tank. I'll open it again now. The system pressurizes, always rinse twice. Water returns from tank to cartridge 4 directly. We have the drain, which we've seen, and from here it goes straight to the gooseneck valve. When there's enough pressure here, the pump will automatically shut off. There are two important components here. When house pressure is low, under 4 kg per square cm, a pump must be installed. And of course, the part we saw earlier, the four-way valve. I hope this has been helpful. Follow these instructions carefully, step by step. Don't rush. Ensure connectors are fully inserted. I want to show again that if you insert the connector gently, it may seem fully in when it's not. See my fingernail here? Make sure it's all the way in. The first stop is just halfway. Push it further. Otherwise, we'll have leaks in all the different connectors. That's all for now. I hope this video is very helpful to you. Thank you.